Master Phil here, and my friends Doug Friedman and Renee Jensen from the show Into the Gray with Doug and Renee asked me to put together a little video to get people moving. Something for just a beginner in fitness, and maybe they've never done anything physical before, or maybe they let themselves get out of shape. You're not beyond help. You can take some action. So what we're going to do is take you through a little workout just to get you moving. So first thing we want to do is to make certain that we're loose. So always start from the ground up. So here I'm going to rotate my ankles, hitting all four directions. Change. The ankle is a joint that favors mobility. And then I do the same thing on the other side. And roll. Making sure the ball of the foot is planted firmly into the mat. Now I'll do some inversion eversion, that is rolling my ankles in and out, in and out. Very good. So now we'll take our feet, put them close together. Don't put my hands directly on my knees. Put them above my knees, tight circles. The knees are joints that favor stability, so you don't want to make big circles. And change other way. Very good. Hands on your hips. Now, here we're going to hit our hip rotations. Now, hips favor mobility, so we want to make sure we hit all four directions, like we're using a hula hoop. Hit all four directions. And change. Very good. Now we're going to go on to some thoracic mobility. Thoracic joint favors mobility, okay, whereas the lumbar spine right below it does not. That favors stability. So here we're going to stay stiff from right about here down where your rib cage is, your solar plexus. Right from there, stay stiff, and then let the upper body roll. And relax and breathe and roll. Relax it. And roll. And change the other way. Nice. Excellent work. Now, big circles, big circles with the chest, and round. Big circles, and round. Shoulders favor mobility, but the scapular region, change, favors stability. The scapular region is in the middle of your back where your shoulder blades are. Good. Now the elbows favor stability, but we still need to warm them up. So pin your arms to your sides and like you're putting money in the pocket. Put the money in. Put the money in. Oh goodness, the bills came. Take the money out. Take the money out of your pocket. Good. Now, wrists favor mobility. So we'll just start here, put our hands together, and roll the wrists. Good. And grab your wrists, pull them down straight, and stretch the neck, side to side. The neck favors mobility. Very good. Chest tall, look side to side. Good. And down and back now. Good, and ear to ear. Very good. Now, we're going to work on our necks. So what we want to do is apply counter pressure. We're going to go through the full range of motion. So tilt your head all the way back, put your palms on your forehead, and pressure for a count of 10 as you go through the full range of motion. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And tilt your head. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And change. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent work. So now we're nice and warmed up here. And the first exercise that we're going to start with will be the body weight squat. So if you can do this, what you want to do is put your hands in a position where they're in front. I put my hands like this and they'll act as a counterbalance, and I'll pull myself down. Pull myself down. Notice something here. Notice that my knees are not traveling past my toes. I pull myself down nice and deep. Pull, 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 pull. My back is straight. My hip joint is below my knee, and I come up. And this knee is not traveling. My heel is planted. If you have to, pick your toes up and pull yourself down. Now, if you are unable to do that movement, maybe you're a little deconditioned and so forth, well, what you want to do here is grab onto something. So, grab on. I'm going to use this bar, but I'm sure you have something around your house that you could use. So I grab onto this bar and I pull myself down. I pull, 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 pull myself down. And see, that takes a lot of stress off of the knee, but enables me to get that full range of motion. Let me show you a side view over here. So I pull myself down, pull, 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 and then come up. And see how I'm leaning back? So my legs aren't taking the full brunt of the weight. So that would be our squats. So on the squats, you start with what you can, 10 to 20 repetitions. Now, we're going on push-ups. I will show you a standard push-up right here. And you might be saying, I can't do push-ups. Well, I'm going to say, yes, you can. And we're going to show you how. Well, here's how we do a standard push-up. Okay? Plant your hands on the floor, elbow pits forward. You do not want to flare your elbows. Your elbow pits are forward here. My back is straight. I pull myself down and up. I'm maintaining that plank. Pull myself down and up. And always tighten the butt and tighten the gut. So I want to have that cylinder of power here. Now, you say, well, there's no way I can do a push-up. So what we do is we'll go over to here. We're going to start the push-up on the bar. Now, maybe you don't have a bar in your house, but I'm sure that you have a countertop, a tabletop, or stairs. So when we do our push-up, we maintain that position with elbow pits forward, up. I pull myself down, active negative, I don't drop. I pull myself into the position and press. So once I can do 20 repetitions at this level, what do? I drop it down. All the way, full range of motion. Make sure you touch the bar every time. And then when you can do 20 there relatively easily, you go lower and lower, and eventually you'll be doing them on the floor. You know, many, especially women, they start doing push-ups on their knees, and 2 years later, guess what? They're still doing push-ups on their knees. Why? The push-up is a full body exercise. Change the angle. change the angle. If you can't do it here, make it easier. Change the angle. When it becomes too easy, make it more difficult, and then you will become stronger. So, next exercise I'm going to show is called a floor lever, okay? This takes a little technique to be able to accomplish, but you'll be able to do it. So, I'm right here, and I want to access my lats here. So what I'll do is I'll put my hands out here. I pull my hips back as far as I can go. I root them into the ground, my hands, and I'm pulling into my lats. These are your lats here, right? Pulling to my lats and my back. And I come up nice and tall. And then I pull back. I'm using my hips, pulling from my hips and my back the whole way. Pull up, 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 and pull back. So that is a floor lever. Great for the lats, and if you can't do pull-ups or if you don't have a pull-up bar. Another thing to do, if you want to start learning to do pull-ups, best way to do it is here. And we're going to employ our tactics of changing the angle. So, if you have straps, or I'm just using some karate belts, you can take these karate belts, knot them up, and throw them through a door and close the door. You know, if you have a TRX, it's great, but these are, you know, $5 each. So, you can have any type of strap, belt, rope if you want, and you lean back. Even up my hands, and I pull myself. Am I using my lats? Absolutely. Notice here, I'm starting with my palm is down, then I rotate it up. I'm getting my lats. So now, when this becomes too easy, what do I do? Well, I'll change my angle, and I go lower. If you need to wrap your hands in it, that's fine too. And on these, you know, you say, well, what should I do for my reps and sets? You know what, start off with what you can do. And then what you're going to do is add to it. So you want to work out at like 70 to 80% of your max. You don't want to go to full maximum mode. That's how you get injured. So we've done a nice little warm up. We did squats. We did push-ups. We did floor levers. We did pull-ups. Next we'll do is the lunge, okay? I like lunges because it's single leg work and it helps work on all those stabilizers. So you want to stand here with your chest tall, hands on the hip, and step forward. Do one leg and the other leg. I don't recommend you hit your knee to the ground, but come as close to the ground as you can as possible without hitting. Step, step. That would be the lunge. So the next exercise we're going to work on will be for our abdominals. So we're going to go a very simple exercise here, the crunch. But watch what we're doing here. We want to take our feet up in the air, and I want to put my palm to my hand, right like this, back of the hand to the palm. So what we're going to do here is squeeze. So when we come to the top, we squeeze and come down. Try to get my elbows inside my knees. Squeeze and come down. Squeeze and come down. I don't drop completely like this, and I don't use body momentum. I keep my hands here and I squeeze and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Excellent work. Now, the last exercise we're going to end up with is called a bridge. Now, the bridge is an excellent movement and often ignored, but it really accesses your complete posterior chain and helps with low back and hip pain. So, right here on the glute bridge, this is a low level, very easy bridge that just about anyone can do. I put my heels into the ground, my arms are out to the side. And what I'm going to do now is drive my hips up to the ceiling and creep my shoulders up. I'm driving through my heels, tightening my buttocks, my hamstrings are involved, and squeezing my back muscles together. And then drop the hip down. And up. Hold for a good count of 3. And down. Up. As you get more adept at this, you might want to grab your ankles and get a real good arch here, driving up and down. And again, you don't need to work to your max. Suggested to start with 5 to 10 repetitions with a 3 to 5 second hold. So if you do these exercises, that's going to get you moving toward getting in great condition, and you don't need any equipment. It's stuff that you can use right around your house. If you want more information on training, check out my YouTube channel. It's Master Phil, or my website, which is philross.com. And I also have live classes and streaming and everything on American Eagle Live. Check us out at kettlebellking.com as well. So look forward to seeing you out there. And don't forget, watch Into the Gray with Doug and Renee. And all